Hey gang, this is Andy over at the live Facebook Live TV show. Gosh, keep forgetting the name of my own show, the Facebook Live TV show. And this is going to be a fantastic day for you in training. If you are ever in need of a graphic and don't want to go to Fiverr and or wait for somebody else to do it, and you have this great idea, we're going to show you how you can do that yourself, because I have the Queen of Canva on with me today. Let me just explain first, before I introduce her, what it is this show is all about. And what it's about is about doing your own TV show on Facebook Live. And if anything that you need to know about how to do that, I'm going to do my very best to cover it. And I'm going to bring people on that are either doing their own shows and can talk to you about how they did it and what things that they've gone through, what hurdles they've gotten over as far as putting their shows together, and the exponential growth that comes through doing your Facebook Live show. And making sure that it's part of your marketing concept. So that's what this show is going to be all about. I want to also let you know that I'm speaking this Friday in San Diego at the San Diego Social Media Conference. And you can get there by just in Facebook, just typing in the search San Diego Social Media Conference, and it'll come up. There's a bunch of speakers there talking on everything in regard to social media. And so if you want to know how to use Snapchat or Instagram or Facebook ads or Facebook Live, which was I'll be teaching, and you got to get there early because I'm the first speaker. I don't know how I got selected for that. I got to either bring the room to a very roaring, ready to learn type of situation for the rest of the people, or hopefully not the other will happen. I'm hoping that I can keep everybody excited and we'll keep everybody interested. So there's a little bit of pressure I'm feeling by being first over there. Every so often you're going to see me go into my iPad over here because I am using a program called Blue Jeans to broadcast to you from my computer. That way I can interview people also, like the Queen of Canva, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. She's in Colorado, so I'm going to be able to interview her through this Blue Jeans app, which as over the next few weeks, I'll be telling you more about it. It's not available to the general public, but what I need to do is go to my iPad to see if you guys are chatting or asking any questions, and so you will see me going over here. So hopefully it won't be too irritating for you guys to see me going back and forth between all of that. All right, so let's see. I think that's all the stuff I have to tell you right now. But so I'm going to go ahead and bring Nicolette on and bring her camera live. And so I want to welcome Nicolette. She is truly the Queen of Canva. I would probably not know anything about Canva or how to use it if it wasn't for her Facebook postings and her showing me through her product on how to do that. So, Nicolette, I'm glad to have you. Just if you wouldn't mind, would you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit where you're from and how you got started on Canva?
Yes, thank you so much. That's a beautiful introduction, Andy. So I'm originally from Cape Town, South Africa, and now live in Denver, Colorado. And I got started, my first career was in food styling. So I've kind of been working in design and style for a few years. And then after I started creating courses, a home styling and a food eating course and meal planning course, I started using Canva for every single thing. I had my first website in 2008 that my husband coded and created for me. And I was just so frustrated because I couldn't explain branding and design to him. And then when I started health coaching in 2011, it was the same story. I had a design friend help me. And then I didn't know how to take the beautiful site that she created and make the other online spaces that I had look consistent and the same. And I didn't know branding. So I spent the last few years teaching myself branding and design, and I used Canva for every single thing. So now I work with female business owners, small business owners, and I just help them to use Canva better. I teach them how to take their vision and make everything not just easy, but also look really great and cohesive and beautiful inside of Canva.
And you do a great job. I love your program, your training program. I got into that, and I just love the way you've put it together, and I love the examples that you put on the private group also. So you do a great job of illustrating how things are supposed to look, and you've helped me a great deal. Not that I'm that great of a designer, but I know I've gotten better. That I do know, because I remember some of the stuff I put together was pretty awful. But for those people that don't know what Canva is, it's a website, right? Canva.com, Canva.com.
Yes, like a drag and drop design software. So if you don't get along with Photoshop or InDesign and you're looking for something that's easier to learn and helps you just create graphics really fast, then Canva is really great.
Awesome. And so do you think that, like, I know that I just said that I'm horrible. And so if I can use it, do you think anybody can use Canva effectively, or do you need to have somebody helping you to do your designs, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think what's really great about Canva is that they've got like in-house or on-board stylists that create templates for you. So their mission is to help meet you where you are. So even if you're brand new to design, you can just basically take their templates and then put in your own fonts and your own branding colors and all those things. I think the most important thing that I would recommend right from the start is just to try and pick a few colors and 2 or 3 fonts, and just to keep things consistent where that is concerned. But you don't need to have a lot of design experience. As you start using Canva, you'll start developing that design eye. And that's also what my work entails, is just helping you refine that even more.
And so, and we're going to share your screen in a minute, and you're going to show us a little bit of the inside of Canva. But what I want to also make you aware of, you, the audience, is that you can create your artwork, and it's free. I mean, if you do it right, it's actually free. And maybe even some of the stuff is $1 at the most. Is that, am I stating that correctly?
Yes, you are.
So this artwork right here that you see right here is a picture-in-picture that I'm having, that I made in Canva. And because I used a solid color of blue, and I used my own picture and my own microphone, which is over here, this one right here, and put those pieces of artwork in there, all of that was free except for the kind of the where it says the Facebook Live TV show. That part I think was $1. So because I used one of their graphics in creating this particular graphic for myself, that thing, because I'm using that, is $1. And if you need to make any changes, for 24 hours, you can make those changes and they don't charge you another $1 for doing that. Correct?
That's right. Yes. So if you go in every time now and you change out your pictures, you probably pay that $1 again?
After 24 hours.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to stop talking because I know nothing about Canva. And so
pretty great.
You're going to go ahead and share your screen. I'm going to make you an active presence here. That way it takes our side-by-side away. So you'll see that change. So just dive in there, Nicolette, and just kind of, if you wouldn't mind, just for those people that have never been on Canva, never seen it before, just kind of start with the basics. I know there's a lot to it, but just kind of start with the basics, and then and just kind of tell them what they're going to find once they go in there for the first time.
Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have Canva Personnel and Canva Design. I'm going to try and bring it up side by side because I think it's important that you know the difference. So this one that I have on my screen right now, this is Canva Personnel. This is perfect if you're just getting started. And then I'm just going to get the other one. One sec. Luckily, I have a nice big screen, so I can do this. Okay. So this is basically what it looks like for both Canva Personal and Canva for Work when you go to Canva and you register and you sign up. So this is your interface. This over here at the top is where you'll select certain designs. So the great thing about Canva is you don't have to start from scratch. They're already creating templates and specific layouts for you. So right at the top, they're going to put the ones that people select and use the most. So maybe this is an image for a quote card, for presentations, for posters, Facebook posts. And then you can hit the plus sign and it's going to take you to a few more design options. So especially handy if you're wanting to create an ebook cover, then you would select this ebook cover and Canva will give you a few options on the left-hand side. And then the way to know whether a template is free or if you need to pay for it is you will hover that it'll say free or it won't say anything or there'll be a dollar sign. Things change so quickly in Canva, so I always have to just double check. And then with some of them, you'll see that there's a 4 over here. So that means when you select this drop down, there's 4 additional designs in this one design.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, so that's really handy. And
Nice.
then what I noticed that Canva's done now is they're kind of teasing you, Canva Personal, they're teasing you and they're saying that you can create folders. So this is project folders. If you want to do more, you'll need to upgrade. So that's nice just to group your design. So for me, it's pretty handy because I can have my personal folders and then I can have client folders, or I can have it for maybe my course and my website. So they're separate. And then
Mhm.
in Canva for Work, you'll have a whole lot more. And then you've got your personal brand. So they're letting you upload 3 colors. And then if you go to Canva for Work, you can upload your own fonts, which you can't do in personal, and a whole host of color palettes.
You know,
So this,
that's been very helpful to me because I can never remember the names of the fonts that I use, or the colors. I seem to always have the wrong shade, and
yes,
so it is so helpful to have those palettes available for what I've done in the past.
yes. And I think like if you don't have this, you scroll, like if you use a Canva font, you're just scrolling so much. Whereas when you just pay that $12 a month, or you can $10 if you pay it in full for the year, everything is organized conveniently for you in Canva. So it's easy to, it's right at the top or it's right on the side. So you pay for that convenience as well. So other differences, and this is one of the main questions, this is kind of why I dived in here, is people always want to know, can they start out with Canva Personal and do they need Canva for Work? And I think it's going to depend how much designing you're going to do. So if you're already designing quite a lot for your brand and for your business, then I think Canva for Work is a really good investment. If you're just starting out, start with Canva Personal, play around a bit, jump in to see the different options that they have, and just start getting familiar with those designs. And so let's take a look at the social media one. You'll see here that they've got some really great ones. And so you'll just go in and then plug in, add in your own images. You can change the text. This one has a filter. So I'd take that filter out if that's not what you want. So yeah, it's already giving you designs that are already well balanced and well designed.
One thing that
So
I did to, as far as the templates and the pre-designed things, I kind of use that as a little bit of a training option for me. It trained me how to become a graphic designer in some sense, because I was looking at what they were doing and then just plugging in, just changing, whatever the title, and then kind of copying kind of what they were doing. And that really helped me, because I needed to have people hold my hand.
yeah, and
and,
that's a
and
good point. Canva has a design school right over here. Get design inspiration or learn to design,
Mhm.
which a lot of people forget about. And it takes you through those little things that you might get frustrated about in the beginning or might not know how to do. So they have these little tutorials and tips that show you how to make a line, how to change font, how to bring in shapes. So that's very handy as well.
And so the reason I thought this would be important to show people in regard to running Facebook Live TV shows is because you need graphics when you're doing that, when you're doing your Facebook posts for the shows that are upcoming, just like the one you saw that I put up in regard to Nicolette being my next guest. And so you need these graphics, and you don't want to wait for somebody to do it on Fiverr, at least I don't, or 99 Designs, or whatever, whoever it is that you're using. And because I created this basic template that you see that's on when you see me show up, which I'm not up right now, I can change all I'd have to do is change from Molly. Molly was one of the last people I interviewed. I took her picture up, put Nicolette's in, put Nicolette's name in there, and in less than 30 seconds, I had my new graphic. I downloaded it and had it into my program. And so it's so much faster and easier. And having them, and it saves all your stuff in there. Right? It's not
Yes.
on your computer. It's on Canva.
Exactly, yes. And so one of the things in Canva for Work is you can also have templates. So exactly like you've got your show templates or your YouTube templates or your Pinterest templates in your brand kit, you can just hit templates, excuse excuse me, right at the top, they've got a few examples, but then at the bottom, you'll see I'm starting to put in my company templates. So whenever I need to create a specific design, so for Pinterest or for my Facebook groups, I just open that template and recreate it every time. It's really simple. It takes me a few minutes, so don't have to reinvent the wheel every time.
Now, is there a way to, so it has all the templates in regard to like Facebook postings, Facebook banners, or profile pictures and that kind of stuff. What if you, like in Mimo, which is the what I'm using to create the broadcast that we're going through Blue Jeans on, what if they have a square or a rectangle that isn't met, the dimensions aren't met by one of the templates? Can you do your own sizing by creating something special?
Yes, absolutely. So what you'll do is in the top right-hand corner, it says use custom dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just click on that, and then you can add in, the graphic was 2000 by 2000. Would design that. And then if you, in Canva for Work, if you love this design, but you needed to resize this for some reason, you would go to the File section in the top left-hand corner, and you can say change dimensions. And now I can go in and say, actually, that needs to be 1,800.
Ah.
This is not an option for Canva Personal, though. Another thing you can do is if you created something, let me get an example really quick. I'm going to pull in one of my current designs in here. Okay, so if I created a design and I really loved it, and I didn't want, and now maybe you designed it for your show and you needed a Facebook banner. And then you would go File again, and you would go the magic resize option, and then you can select, I need this for a Facebook app or a Facebook post or a Pinterest graphic. And then you can go resize, and it opens up in a new window. And then all you need to do is just move things around a little bit more so that it's just custom fit for that size, but you don't have to recreate the whole design like you might have to in the Canva Personal one.
Nice.
So with Canva for Work, the great thing is you can also, like I showed you earlier, you can go to all your designs, and it'll bring up my most recent designs, and I can just bring them, pull them into my current design.
Very cool.
Yes. These
Nice.
So convenient. And
so I don't want to take all your golden nuggets that are in your training program, which the link is in the description. So if you just click on that link, it'll take you to her training program. So just go ahead and click on that when you want to, but maybe wait till after the show is done. On the left-hand side, I see that it looks like green grassy hills with a blue sky. What are those things all about? Those that confuses me. Am I supposed to use those for something?
I'm not. Oh, over here?
So yeah. Go ahead and put in a custom design. So put some measurements in, and a custom.
Do you mean like these?
Yeah. What are those? What's that all about?
Okay. So this is a grid or a frame, and so I'm just gonna start a new design. Give me one sec.
I remember being on one of your live trainings that you do on your Facebook page, and you were talking about, I think I came in halfway through and missed the explanation.
So two things. I actually want to back this up and say that Canva's got a grid inside of Canva. So if you press Command Shift and semicolon, there's this grid. And the reason why this grid is handy is it's just going to help you if you have text to get that centered right. Already when you're working inside of Canva, they're going to have these grids that show you, okay, that's centered. And so if you even bring in an image, it's going to show you also when it's centered with that text and in relation to everything else that's going on that design. But if it's not looking, one of the ways to center it is obviously to stretch it out and center your design, but then also having Canva's grids. So this is the one way you would use the grid to center things. And then another way to use their grids or their, now it's frozen. There we go. is this grid tool option over here. So it's just a good way for you to manipulate images better, make sure that they're centered or that they're aligned in a certain way. So what you could do is you could send this back. And now I'm just going to remove this image and then drag it in, and it'll fill that space.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. And now what I can do too is I can click on it and I can move that image up or down. Does that answer your question?
Yep. And I guess also that was that. I guess it's still kind of important because when Facebook really cared about how much graphics were on your ad image, as opposed to the images that were on there, and there was this percentage that they didn't want it to be words.
Yeah.
That was a good use for that template, I guess.
Yes, and I think it's still good to stick with that 25% and less wording on a Facebook ad, so that it's not overpowered by words, and the image can speak for itself.
Awesome. Are there any other hidden gems in there that you may want to tell somebody about that they can do with that we didn't talk about yet?
Let me think. A lot of people don't use, are maybe intimidated to use frames and the grids. And I think it's a good, easy way for you to get your image to line up in a really good way. If you are doing it all by yourself from scratch, you're actually creating a whole lot more work for yourself, because now you have to stretch it out, you have to crop it. And so the grids is going to do all of that automatically for you.
Wow.
So,
all right. You just taught me something new.
I'm glad. I don't always know.
The way you had it a little bit earlier was really cool looking. The way that you had the words in that one little gray spot and then everything was kind of moved over, that looked really, really good.
Yes, and so much easier when you're just going through the grid options and looking to see what they've already kind of have available for you. And so everything I think about Canva is just set up in such a way to make design just a whole lot easier for you, even if you're new and even if you do have some experience.
Very cool. Well, your training, your membership sites go into a lot more information, a lot more stuff. And so again, Clever with Canva, right? Is that the Facebook page, or is that also the website they go to?
So if they go to cleverwithcanva.com, they'll go to the free resource library, and that leads to my Clever with Canva Facebook group. And then I also have a paid course that goes into a lot more depth. The way that you would get to this page is just directly on my website. I'm in the process of changing this. That's why I'm just trying to make this a whole lot easier. But on my website, nicolettestyles.com, there's a way to access the course, the Clever with Canva course, directly from the homepage. And so that will go over exactly what the course is all about, what kind of trainings and templates are inside, what I cover, what master trainings are inside. And then my Clever with Canva resource library, that's just a few short trainings. I share some templates inside, and then I also share some styled stock images that you can use directly inside of Canva as well.
All right, very cool. All right, let's go to your beautiful face there, and we'll get rid of that desktop look.
Okay. That's all me. Okay, that's me.
There we go. All right, awesome. All right, well, that was fantastic. I'm so happy that we've connected. I know that on your Facebook page, I don't want to say it's designed for women, but is it? I mean, it's somewhere around like 99% of who's on your Facebook page are women, and there's me and maybe two other guys that have kind of infiltrated your Facebook page.
Yes, you can handle it. You can handle me calling you gorgeous.
Yeah, but don't be intimidated. I went in there and I just kind of stay silent. I don't talk very much on your Facebook page.
You're more than welcome to.
But I just kind of watch, I look and see what you guys are doing. I go, you know what? Those darn women, they can design such cool stuff. And I'm just copying you guys and going in there. But you guys do really, really good stuff. Do you have any events coming up that you're putting together? Any trainings or anything else that you would like to share with everybody?
I'm planning a webinar for October that is going to cover how to batch some of your graphics. So how to just have a plan for batching your graphics out for the next month, how to set up those templates, how to approach them so everything that you're creating is consistent. And I'll promote that more on my Facebook page or in my Clever with Canva Facebook group as well, if that's something that you want to learn more about. And then webinars is something that I'm going to be doing a lot more. So I love just having one focused thing of training, like maybe it's how to create an ebook or how to create branded worksheets inside of Canvas. So I'm going to be doing more webinars that will just focus a specific area and how to approach designing that in Canva.
Awesome. Well, let me tell you something. If you need training on how to do your Canva live television show, I can do that for you. But just to let you know, you can do your webinars in Facebook, and you can actually have them in your private group. You could even have people pay to attend one of your trainings also. So you can do it. You can monetize it. You can do it for free, and have a gate where people either pay or get opted in by giving you their name and email address or their Facebook profile. So there's ways of doing that if you did not know that already. But if you want to learn how to do it.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Well, and I guess you can have a link to the page like you would a webinar.
Yeah.
And you say like this is maybe what you're selling. And
But even better, you have a post on your Facebook page that says, if you want to register for my live Facebook show coming up on whatever date, click the button below, and they opt in, and they either opt in just with their information or opt in by paying, $10 to attend. You do it either way you want, right there on your Facebook page.
And this is through Bluehost or?
What's that?
And this is through Bluehost.
No. This is all done on Facebook. This is all done on Facebook. But when you do your broadcast, you can use Blue Jeans, and in your broadcast, you can use Blue Jeans. That way, you can share your screen and do everything. But you're going to do it all in Facebook.
Love that.
Yeah,
makes so much sense.
Just let me know when you're ready. I'll be there for you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
But anybody else that's watching, if you want to learn how to do that, that's what this show is all about. Facebook Live TV show. Go to facebooklivetvshow.com, facebooklivetvshow.com, and that's where you'll see the membership site where you're joined and get the training on some of the stuff I just was talking to Nicolette about. But first of all, Nicolette, you gave a lot of really good information there, and it's all about giving, right? If we give good information, then it's more likely that people will want to support us and come in and get some real training in the membership site, which again, I got to tell you, I'm in her training, and without her training, I would just be still putting up stupid pictures with the wrong color, and my text would be all crooked and the wrong size.
It doesn't seem like it's a big deal, but the thing is you confuse people and they can't track you. People like to know what to expect from you.
Yeah.
So
well, I didn't plan on doing this, but let me try something here. I think when I share, hold on. I think I can do it from the other app. It'll make more sense if I do it this way. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, hold on. See what happens when I do stuff that I didn't plan on doing? I mess it up. All right, here we go. All right.
Well, now you have to do it because I'm curious.
So here's my Canva, and you see my stuff has a lot to do with dogs, right? And so the stuff that you see there is not how I started. That's only after I took her training. So if you like it, then that's great. If you don't, then I'm just going to get better. But I can tell you that when I put these things on Instagram, which it would be announcing my TV show or something like that, I get 300 to 405 people that either, I don't know what they do on Instagram, they do a heart or they say they like it. And it's just my phone buzzes all day long because they like the dogs with the big ears and that kind of stuff. I don't know how far I can scroll down to some of my poorly done stuff. So these are templates that I took from Canva. There's one with my son and a dog, the kid and dog training right there.
Oh,
and then here's one right here that's not very good, right? It gets people to look at it and that kind of stuff, but it's just not balanced. This print is very small and that kind of stuff. So just to kind of show you where things go, this was ugly, right? It had my logo in the background. So you can see as you do it, I just want you to feel comfortable getting into Canva and just start using it. And as you start using it, you get better at realizing what people like. When you put it on Instagram and you see people start clicking on it, that's a good indicator that people like what it is you're doing and like what they see. And so I would just suggest doing two things. get connected with Nicolette and start using Canva. And that way you don't have to pay the $5, $10, $15, $35 in Fiverr or whatever they pay for 99 designs or Craigslist or whatever you're using, because you really can do it yourself. Again, if I can do this stuff and make it look halfway decent, just imagine what you guys can do. I'm just an old cop, of 24 years and now trying to do something else with my life. And so, so again, if I can do it, I know for sure you can do it. All right. Is there anything else? Did we miss anything, Nicolette?
No, I think we covered everything. That's awesome. And now I see myself.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't switch it back. See? Oh my gosh. See, I told you that I'm not that smart. All right, there we go. Now I'll be back. There I am.
Yay!
All right. So that's what blue jeans looks like on the inside. Those of you wondering what blue jeans looks like. All right. So only thing I want to tell you about is that I'm going to continue communicating with all the folks over there at Blue Jeans and let you know how it is that eventually you can get into this particular app, because it's fantastic. There's been nothing better for me than to be able to interview folks like Nicolette, and I've interviewed Everett the other day and Molly. And I think this is a fantastic platform, and to be able to teach your own programs and webinars using this platform and not having to use all the other tools, I think this is a really good way to go. So I'm going to continue to do that. And I don't even know who I'm going to speak to next. There was somebody on my list as we are getting the Facebook TV show, the Facebook Live TV show. See, I did it again. I'm going to get the name of my own show down one of these days. All right. So any of you that still are looking for something to do on Friday, September 30th, make sure and come down to San Diego at the Social Media Conference. There's still tickets available. I have a coupon code, so private message me so I can get you that coupon code. And I think I have 2 special guests promo codes that I can give you that I think you get lunch. And so I think I have 2 of those left, because one of my people that were coming, they had to bail out at the last moment. But that's it for us. I'm really glad that you decided to join Nicolette and I today for your lunch and learn. I just looked at it's 12 o'clock, and obviously we could call this a lunch and learn. I think this was a great opportunity for you guys to see how to use Canva. And again, from the queen of Canva, there's nothing better than what Nicolette's doing in her program. So make sure and check her out. All right, Nicolette, again, thank you all the way in Denver. I'm so happy that we've actually were able to speak together live. We've just messaged each other here or there, but it's great to finally meet you kind of in person.
Yes, I loved it. Thank you so much. I will have a look and see if there's any more Canva questions that come up, and maybe we can do another Canva post again, or Facebook Live again in the future.
Yeah, for sure. So what I need to remind or tell you that you need to do, because I'm not sure how to do it now, is that you need to hit, you see the red phone up there with that down arrow? You need to click on that, because if you don't, then people are going to see you do whatever you do for a while, because it doesn't.
Oh, I was just going to dance.
Oh, in that case, leave it on. All right, Nicolette. All right, everybody out there in Facebook land, I will see you at the next one. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nicolette.